In obituary news this morning, funeral service for Mr. Robert Charles Holly, age 66, is Saturday at 11 a.m. from Shiloh Baptist Church with Pastor Charles F. Lilly, the celebrant. Mr. Holly died Friday, June 22nd in Sylacauga. Public viewing is today from noon until 8 o'clock at the Chapel of Remembrance. Arrangements entrusted to Sunset Memorial Chapel in Childersburg. Celebration of life for the Reverend Dr. Jesse Montgomery Jr., age 89, is Saturday at noon from Pine Grove Baptist Church in Lincoln, with Pastor Joseph S. Rouser Jr. officiating. Interment with military honors in the church cemetery. Sims Funeral Service directing. Funeral service for Linda Faye Posey, age 67, is 1 o'clock Saturday at Mount Zion Baptist Church in Cropwell. Interment in the church cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. The family will receive friends tonight at the funeral home from 6 till 7. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Mr. Billy Carl Wallace, age 78, died Wednesday at his residence. Sims Funeral Service announcing. Visitation for Mrs. Nancy May Bitt McDaniel, age 70, of Sylacauga, is this afternoon from 4 until 5 o'clock at Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel. Online memorials at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Other obituary news this morning: memorial service for Leslie Tucker will be Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock in the family room in the event room at Curtis & Son Funeral Home. That'll be 2 o'clock Sunday. Memorial service for Leslie Tucker, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Visitation for Laura Lynn Carlisle, age 47, is this afternoon from 6 until 8 o'clock at Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Ms. Carlisle died Tuesday at her residence. Visitation this evening, 6 till 8 at Curtis & Son North, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Funeral service for Floney Elois Brown Bice, age 96, of Childersburg, is this morning at 11 a.m. from First United Methodist Church of Childersburg, with the Reverend Ralph Bauer and the Reverend Jamie Pangman officiating. Burial in the Green Hills Cemetery. Visitation this morning at the church from 10 until 11 o'clock. Online condolences at curtisondsonfunerals.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Ruth Marie Oliver, age 82, is today at 3 o'clock from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City. The Reverend Roger Green officiating. Burial in the Old Harmony Cemetery in New Site. The family receiving friends today 1 until 2:30 at the funeral home, Radley Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Wilma Jones Roth, age 87, formerly of Alexander City, will be Sunday at 6th Street Baptist Church in Alexander City. Dr. Matt Haynes, the Reverend Benny Yates, and the Reverend Clyde Coker officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends at the funeral home on Saturday evening from 6 until 8 p.m. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Mrs. Roth died Monday, June 25th. Radley Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Terry Ann Bott, age 55, is today at 2 p.m. from Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega. The family will receive friends prior to the service, 12:30 till 2 o'clock at the funeral home. Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega directing. Visitation for Mrs. Rebecca P. Cook, age 91, is this morning at 11 a.m. from Sims Funeral Chapel, with burial in the Talladega Memorial Gardens. Sims Funeral Service directing. Funeral service for Mr. Cortez Pierre Golfer, age 29, of Alexander City, is today at 1 o'clock from Darien Baptist Church in Alexander City, with burial in the Armours Memorial Garden. Final arrangements entrusted to Armours Memorial Funeral Home. Funeral service for Wendell Fred Elliott, age 88, is this morning at 10 a.m. from the chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Dr. Wainwright will officiate. Military honors provided by the Alexander City Police Honor Guard. Committal service will be held following the service at 1 p.m. at Green Hill Cemetery in Childersburg. Mr. Elliott died June 25th. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Mr. Elliott was a United States Navy veteran. Spent time during the Korean War, spending 4 years on the USS Hampshire County LST. Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City directing. These obituaries this morning brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation. Since 1975, it's Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.